Oh no, here. Walking in, let's try to get to that thick stuff. If not, just back to the drawing board. Dakota shed. That was a giant mule deer, dude. Don't mind the shoulder pop. That's normal. Golden.
Only if we had a mule deer tag, we'd chase them giants.
I would go chase that one around. I'd pretty much tell you right where he's sleeping right now. If anybody up here has a mule deer tag, hit me up. I know a good spot.
All right, well, it's the day after I just killed my buck here in North Dakota, and Gerald still got a tag. If you guys have not seen that video, go check it out. It was the biggest buck I've ever killed, biggest buck I've ever even seen or hunted with a bow in my hand. Just absolutely insane hunt. But it's the day after now. We slept in this morning because we were up taking care of that deer pretty late last night. But our one of our local buddies up here kind of gave us a clue where he thinks there's been some bucks hanging out. He said he's seen them, 2 different ones a couple days ago, relatively consistent. But now we got a cold front coming in, and we've had consistent south winds, and everything's switching to a north wind. But it's rolling pretty heavy through this drainage, probably a consistent like 10-15 miles an hour with gusts up to like 25, it feels like. So we're gonna try to use this wind to our advantage the best we can and just hike into the wind. Hopefully find some good game trails. Gerald was up here a couple days ago in glassing and saw a bunch of does, but it's a lot of ground to cover, even with spotting scopes, and they can hide in this grass extremely well. So we're gonna just put some boots on the ground and hike in there.
Right here's a decent one. That was poop. Yeah, somewhere out here I think is where I could have seen them. I don't know how. I'll shoot one in here. We'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. Oh no, here. Walking in, let's try to get to that thick stuff. Oh wait, there he is. I think. Maybe not. Across here. He had to have been farther up. See it? Yeah, let me see your binoculars. Is it a mule deer? He's jumping like a mule deer. He has a big ball coming off right by me.
It looked huge. Oh, that sucks. I mean, at least we've seen him been set up.
I swear that buck we seen was a whitetail though. I guess it was so fast, I don't know.
It looked dark though.
Yeah. Giant mule deer, dude. Yeah, I'm bringing my binoculars next time. This kind of pain.
I think he went that way.
Probably. See, I don't think he winded us. He just probably heard us.
I knew that was him. We just drove 50 miles to where we saw that 8-point, I don't know, probably 3-4 days ago now, and they're cutting both fields that we've been watching those bucks in. The only good thing that we're thinking is there is another piece of public that we watched deer come out of and work towards that field. And that's all like woods, grass, some thickets. So we're thinking that they might be, with them cutting all that, that might have pushed those deer that were hanging out in those drainages in those fields back into those woods. So we might go in there and check that out. But just gotta change the plans up. Keep trying to figure out what these things are doing.
See what we come up with. If not, just back to the drawing board. It looks pretty sweet in here, though. It's the elk country. Oh, dude, it's cool.
It's the morning after. Found those 2 bucks yesterday. That one giant mule deer and then that one whitetail. We actually went back and looked at the footage. That thing is a stud. So that's what we're back in here after, but it works out actually extremely well. We found a road that we can get up on and glass from, and we can cover this whole marsh and look at a lot of these bedding areas that we were finding those bucks in. And good thing, because it is freezing. It's like 40 degrees, 15-mile-an-hour winds. Going from 85 to 40. We're pretty bundled up right now, but we got both the spotters out. We're just trying to see if we can catch some bucks coming back into bed. But the good thing is with this cold front, we think it's going to be pushing these bucks to get up during daylight a lot more and be moving around and shifting in beds. And also with this wind, it is an incredible wind. We have a super strong north wind. And all this bedding area that we're looking at is all to the north. So if we do bed something, we should have a good wind for it. But we're going to sit up here for a good bit of the morning. Gerald just ended up finding the first deer of the morning, but he's pretty far out, so we can't tell what he is. But we're going to sit up here in glass for a while and hopefully catch some bucks up on their feet and be able to put one to bed.
Let's go kill something.
Oh. It's about 5 o'clock right now, and we're heading back in after where we saw those 2 bucks. yesterday, and then the same area we were glassing this morning. And we were looking back at the footage, and we couldn't quite tell if that one buck was a mule deer. We thought he was, just because of the way he was jumping, but when we slowed the footage back down, he's got huge brow tines, and it looks like he's got a super dark tail. A lot of mule deer really don't have huge brow tines like that, so there might be 2 giant whitetails in here. Hard part, wind isn't as strong as it was this morning.
No, but it's still not too bad.
But hopefully that means that they're not just going crazy when they get it open.
They had some issues going on this morning. Yeah, I say we just get to the south side and then kind of figure it out from there.
Well, that's going to wrap up the end of our whole North Dakota adventures. I'm packing up all this junk that I got all over. I'm actually meeting up with my buddy Ethan that I do those turkey hunts with, and he's got some tags for Montana, so I got to drive a couple hours. I got to go meet up with him, and then we're jetting over to Montana for a couple days, so hopefully fill some of his tags. But North Dakota was an absolute blast. I shot the biggest deer of my life, and probably the biggest deer I'll hunt in a very long time. Just absolute blessing to be out here and to be able to get onto a deer like that. And then Gerald and I were hunting a couple days after that, pounding some ground pretty hard, and actually ran into 2 bucks that were giving that deer a run for its money, one of which pretty sure is bigger than that deer. So we got that thing pinned. As long as that thing makes it a year, we might end up coming back up here next year and check those spots again. But we learned a lot from this entire trip, and that's ultimately what matters the most. Is we try to learn as much as we can in different states, so then you can just apply that to all your hunting strategies no matter which state you're in. I feel like there's always something that you can learn from every single hunt and just apply that to become a better hunter. But it was just an absolute blast. And then my buddies up here in North Dakota, just for allowing us to hang out here, give us a place to lay our head at night, shower, because the Lord knows that we needed that after a couple of those 85-degree days. But I greatly appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully see you guys in Montana.